Okay, so I was just on Facebook and I saw a post with, it was supposed to be a funny post, which I don't think it was very funny, but it proved a point. I mean, there was a little boy that was on social media taking pictures with, he looked like he was fucking 12 or something. I don't know. He looked really young. So anyways, he was taking pictures with joints rolled up in his mouth and alcohol and guns and money and watches and like this, like he's cool like how all the kids do and this and that. When are we gonna fucking stop allowing our children to have the freedom and privacy to sit on social media and disrespect us? We're parents, we're supposed to know. I'm confused about how a parent could say, I've had a parent say to me personally, I give my daughter her privacy. Well, look, your daughter's privacy needs to be taken away because her privacy put a hickey on my fucking son's neck, okay? That's your daughter, that's your privacy. And why is it that me, the mother of a boy, is contacting you, the mother of a girl, about your daughter's behavior? Why do I have to tell you that your daughter's smoking weed? Why did my investigative skills or parental... What happened to parent intuition? We know when your fucking kid is doing something that they shouldn't be doing. And it's your job to find out what the fuck it is and correct that behavior and let them know that that's not okay. You do it with your man. A lot of women do it. They go through information, want to know what their man's doing. Why the fuck you don't want to know what your kid's doing? I mean, your kids are on my kid. I'm not leaving myself out of the fucking equation is one of the reasons why it irritates the shit out of me, because my kid is a part of this. And as parents, your business is my business. If your kid is on social media and he's following my kid and they're following each other and they're doing all this shit together, yeah, that means it's my business. How you are raising your kid. It's my business because it directly affects my child. Okay? So instead of just not giving a fuck, why don't you just know? Get on your kid's shit. There's so many fucking spy apps and all this shit that you could put on your child's phone. Don't allow your child to get on multiple devices. Let them know. I mean, if you want privacy and you want to write your thoughts down, go get a fucking book like how we used to do. Get a diary, make yourself a journal. That could be a little private spot that you could do all your little private shit in. And that's not going to be none of my business. But when you're out there on the internet, on social media, and it's a fucking world wide web, I mean, your child can get on the internet, find somebody, message somebody to come pick them up down the street, tell you they're fucking taking out the garbage and fucking disappear. Is that okay with you? It's okay with most parents because they don't give a fuck. They don't get involved. And it's sad. And then when you bring it up to parents like, hey, your kid's doing this and that, like I found out this, you get defensive. And I understand it. I'm a fucking parent too. I get defensive about shit. If you say something to me about my fucking kid, I'm gonna get defensive. But at the same time, I'm going to make sure that I fucking am not in denial about the whole fucking thing. Don't be in fucking denial. You got to recognize that, kids ain't fucking innocent. Your kid is not the most innocent child in the fucking world. And they've learned from day 1 how to manipulate you. Actually, from infant, they know what to do. They know how to they know how to be sneaky. Every child does it. They learn from the beginning. Okay. And it's a child's trait. You're curious and you're sneaky. And you have to be curious. You have to be sneaky to be curious because your parents going to kind of stop shut your curiosity short if they know exactly what you're doing. And that's all part of parenting. Your kid does something sneaky and they're curious, and then bam, something happens, and then there's accountability, and then there's corrective, something that's going to correct the situation or consequences for what happened. And that's how it's supposed to work. It's not supposed to be, let me send my kid off. Because in essence, when you're giving your child a fucking smartphone, because every kid has it. I took my sons away. Personally, I don't care how his fucking feelings are. He thinks it's the end of the world, like he's going to die. He was going through a withdrawal, a literal withdrawal. A withdrawal from electronics. A withdrawal. It's crazy. I have a lot of nephews. They're all about the same age as my son. They've My son's the oldest, and then 4 months back, 4 months back, 4 months back. And so there's about 5 of them. We recently went on a family camping trip. My son is in trouble, okay? Mind you, because he got caught doing things that he wasn't supposed to be doing. I won't put him completely on blast, but, you know, he was disrespecting me as a parent, how I raised him, and he was disrespecting himself, and he was disrespecting his other aunties and his whole everything, his family. It's just disrespect all around. When you do things with blatant disregard for the people that you're disrespecting, I mean, there has to be a certain level of respect, you know? I mean, even growing up, I'm not saying I was fucking perfect. I was bad. We were bad. But at least we respected our adults, you know? We weren't out there fucking drinking on the corner in front of everybody taking pictures like it was the fucking thing to do. I mean, yeah, we might have snuck and drank, but it was hard and we had to sneak, you know? And and if you got caught, there was fucking consequences, big consequences, restriction, groundation. Can't go nowhere. Can't do nothing. No friends, no phone call. None of that. No Nintendo, you know? Nowadays, kids get restriction. What do they do? They get in trouble. What do you do to your kid? Take away, what do you do? Because if you're not taking away their fucking Jordans, if you're not taking away their fucking Xbox, if you're not taking away all their fucking electronics, then you're not taking away anything from these kids nowadays because they don't care. You can ground a kid in the room forever and you're giving them a fucking phone. They're still out there in the world. In their brain, they're still out there in the world doing what the fuck they want to do. And with no supervision, no accountability. So anyways, yeah, so my son was in trouble and his cousins came over, you know, to get ready to leave out of town. I was surprised they wanted to stay the night at my house because I'm the strict auntie and usually no one wants to come and stay the night at my house. So they must have, you know, wanted to chill and hang out. So they had options to go to other people's houses. We were going to be leaving early in the morning. They wanted to stay at my house. I told them all, Darren's in trouble. No phones around Darren. Don't let him get on your phone. Don't have your phone out in front of him. That's it. He's done with the electronics. He's done. He's on restriction. He's not allowed to get on the fucking internet world. Or don't let me catch him. So slowly, one at a time, they all get caught using their phone or having their phone out or, you know, not doing what I asked them to do. So I took all their phones. Oh my God. It was like you took some heroin from a fucking drug fiend. It was crazy. It was like, they were literally going through a withdrawal. Like, they were going through the emotions. One of them felt like they were missing out on messages or updates. And he's like, I need my phone. I need to check. Someone might be calling. I'm like, who's calling you? Is your mom? Because you use my phone to call your mom. Who's calling you? My friends. Who's your friends? He couldn't give me anything, any good reason why he needed to check into anything other than he wanted to get so bad on social media. And it's the way that they've been taught, and it's the way that we've allowed them to become, you know, as parents. We, me, you, all of us, we've allowed it. Because if you're not, how do they say, if you're not with me, you're against me. So if you're not, you know, participating actively in preventing these types of behaviors from your child or other people's children that you're around, then you're just contributing, you're enabling, you know, them to get on that drug that fucking gets them so goddamn high. They don't even want to read a book, you know, they don't even want to sit there and have a conversation or joke around or play a board game. It's sad. It's really, really sad, you know, and it's sad because kids aren't just bad. They're disrespectful. They have no respect whatsoever. They have no respect for the fact that an adult is an adult. An adult makes the fucking rules, and the child follows those fucking rules until the time in which you decide that when you're 18, and then if you feel like you want to disappear into the world, which usually they're going to come right back. Until then, you're going to follow the rules of your fucking parent. And you're going to respect the adults that are around you. Okay? We are not supposed to be their friends. We're not their homies. We could be their friend, but we're not their homies. Okay? We're not their homies. We're not their besties. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Later on in life, yeah, we can become best friends. We could have an open relationship where my child trusts me and tells me everything, but that doesn't mean that I'm your friend. I'm not your homie. I am your mother. First and foremost, I am your mother, and it's my job to protect you and to guide you and to always keep a unbiased opinion about everything, and at the same time be biased because you want to shelter them from everything. Not shelter them so much, but you need to protect them. And in order to protect them, you have to be concerned. You know, it's a natural trait of a parent to be concerned. Don't suppress that concern, you know. Don't think that because your child's on social media that you shouldn't be fucking concerned. That I'm more concerned about my son going on the fucking internet than walking to the goddamn park. Because it's like, at least walking to the park, I kind of know what things might happen to him and what preventative measures to take. But if my child's on social media, I don't know what the fuck could happen to him. I don't know what the fuck he could be doing. I don't know who the hell could be contacting him. I don't know, unless I actively am trying to make an effort to know. So anyways, I took the kids' phones and electronics, and they were going crazy for hours. Like, auntie, I need my phone. I went and hid all the shit, okay? I hid the phones. I tucked it away, put it on the charger. I said, don't worry, your phone's getting charged. Everything's going to be, by the time you get it back, it's going to be 100%. But they weren't, you know, the more they asked me for the phones was the more that it kind of made me want to not give it to them. Because I was like, wow, in my head, I kept thinking to myself, like, these fucking kids are fucking going through a withdrawal. They cannot find one productive thing to do other than sit on their fucking phone and twiddle. That's sad. And it hurts my feelings because that's how I know my son felt that way too. He went crazy. He want to run away. Is that crazy? Because I would not allow him to get on electronics. Because I would not allow him to check into his Snapchat. And that's the number one fucking app that you don't want your kid on. Is fucking Snapchat. Oh my God. I've seen the shit that the kids are on there doing. It's fucking crazy. Your parent, if you're not on your kid's Snapchat, get on it. Trust me. And if you're not mad as a parent, then fucking what are you doing? What are you doing? There's plenty of people that want to raise kids. Because there's like percentage and average of the kids that I see on fucking Snapchat, and I go look on shit and I click. Even on Facebook Live, they have Facebook Live where your kid can record a live video, and then when you walk in the room, they put the phone down and the video deletes. You don't see nothing. See, I've seen little girls on Facebook Live doing out there. What's the thing with the kids with the tongue? Y'all all like to lick? What is that shit? That was like, why are you sticking your fucking tongue out? What's trying to taste the air? You a fucking dog? Got all the girls with the fucking dog faces. I'm a female dog. I'm a bitch. They're brainwashing these fucking children, and your children are just going into it, and you think it's cute, and the parents are doing it too. Ha ha, dog face. No, it's not cute. It's not cute to be a fucking dog on a fucking app, on the internet. It's what you've been reduced to. That's not cute. Play a game, play dress up, play Pictionary, then pretend to be a dog. Do something fucking productive with your brain and with your fucking, with your mind and with your time. I hate myself sometimes because I have fucking electronics in my house. And everyone knows me. I hate fucking electronics. I've never been a fan of it. I don't let my kids sit and fucking watch cartoons all day and none of that shit. But even so, even being the person that I hate all this shit, it still slowly crept its way into my fucking life. And we allow it because it's there, you know? And maybe we need to actively try to make those things not be there. Maybe we need to stop letting kids get on fucking cell phones. I mean, where was it? Back when I was in my day, you had to fucking go home straight after school if you wanted to get a fucking phone call. Make sure you got home after school by the time everybody got home, because your phone might ring. And if you're not in the house when the phone rings, you ain't gonna get the call. That's it. That's how it worked. It wasn't no, you know, we probably had to time it. Hey, call me at 7. Be home at 7. You had to act like use your fucking brain to be a kid, or you had to use your brain to even get in trouble, you know? Nowadays, they don't even have to use their brain. They just get on the fucking internet. Internet. And you can't stop your fucking child. I took my son's phone. I took his phone. First, I took his phone that I bought him. Then he came back with another phone. Crazy, huh? That phone connects to the internet. And then once they connect to the internet, they can fucking do anything they want. Find out he have another phone. Took that phone. Next thing you know, comes back with another phone. That's why you can't fucking let your kid just go anywhere and do anything, because everybody's thoughts and ideas are not in line with yours. And not everybody's child is not on the same or doing the same things as your child. So, some people might be a little bit more lenient and might let your child get away with things that they don't know your child's getting away with. Because they're thinking, they're not thinking in lines of, that's not their child. They don't know exactly what the motherfucker's doing, okay? It's crazy. Social media gave me all these gray hairs. No, I'm just playing. But really, for real, I think that we need to band together as parents and kick these fucking kids off social media. Instagram, my fucking 8-year-old could go make a fucking Instagram if he knows how to lie about his age. It's not hard. You cannot even stop your child from getting on there, because when they go to school, all their fucking little friends have cell phones and devices. And guess what? The school has free Wi-Fi. Getting on the internet, no accountability, doing what I want to do. Ain't nobody stopping me. Yeah, that's what the kids are doing. Getting on the internet, snap, snap, snap. How you like that? Like. Follow me. I'm cool. I need your fucking gratification. I mean, come on. This is, it's sick. It's sick. It's sick. And I bet you a lot of the kids don't fucking read books. Do they read books? I turned the TV off on my fucking son, and I told him, I said, either you're going to watch TV with the closed caption on, and I love you, nephew. Shout out to my little nephew, Cameron, because he's so articulate. He has a lot of good ideas, and he's practical, and so what he told me one day was, I was like, yeah, you don't read no books. I noticed my son doesn't read any books, blah, 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 right? You know what he says? Put the TV on mute and put the closed caption on. I must have died. So the next time my son wanted to watch a fucking retarded ass show and just sit there and click, and sometimes as a parent, I try to I let some shit go. I'm like, okay, I'll let it go. But then when I walk by and then my son has something illiterate on, which I block most of the channels on my TV that, MTV, BET, no music videos. Music videos are fucking not allowed in my house. I do not allow music videos. That shit is just straight fucking brainwash material. That's what's wrong with the kids. They think they're fucking living in a fucking music video, and they don't know what reality is. Anyways, so no music videos whatsoever are allowed in my fucking house. I don't do Nickelodeon, Nick Jr., none of that shit. It's all fucking blocked. If my kid wants to watch a certain show that I'll allow them to watch on it, they can come to me and I'll unlock it and allow them to watch that show. Other than that, the TV's all blocked. And then there's a certain time in my house where all the TVs are on block, so you can't even watch TV fucking at all because it's on the block. So there's no TV for 2 or 3 hours, unless I decide to unblock it. Anyways, my kids hate that shit. But, my younger kids find things to do. But I've noticed that my son just figures out the code and tries to watch whatever he fucking wants to watch. But, he'll watch the shit that I allow, like National Geographic or the Science Channel or some of the bush people. Some of the wilderness reality shows I don't really mind because, I feel like they're kind of learning something at the same time. As long as it's something that's not, that I don't feel is completely fucking brainwashing my child and making them learn to disrespect their parents and fucking become consumers, then yeah, I'll let them watch it. Anyways, so I told my son to turn the TV off or put on closed caption, and oh my God, he about fucking lost it. He was like, I don't want to read. I'm not 10. Who the fuck taught? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest, okay? My kids probably have never seen me sit down and read a book because I don't really read like I used to, like I should be, like we used to read back in the days. People from back in the day, remember we used to read and we used to have reading contests and shit like that? Yeah, that's when kids actually read, It was like a part of the important part of school. I don't even think they do shit like that or fucking read or go to the library. I don't know. Anyways, So yeah, he was like, I'm not gonna read, I'm not 10 years old, I don't want to read, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? My own fucking child. I wanted to cry, I wanted to throw up. I was disgusted. I was like, what did I do? What did I let you get yourself into? So anyways, I put it on closed caption anyway and turn the volume down. I don't give a fuck. Kids get mad. That's what kids are supposed to do. I'm not gonna compromise. How does the president call it? I don't negotiate with terrorists? Yeah, I'm not gonna compromise my rules for a child. Now I can make compromises with my child, okay? That's okay. But I don't compromise on my rules really with my child, because I feel like if you're always making compromises, they're going to always be looking to break the fucking rules, you know? So no, I'm not going to compromise. No, either the fucking TV's turning off and you're going to read a book, or you can watch closed caption. So, you know, he sat there and watched closed caption and he got tired of it. Another day I had the TVs were off for a few hours and they were so fucking, he acted like he was so bored. And this is when I wouldn't even let him get on anything. And, so he like threw a hissy fit. He's like, I'm not going to read. I got to read. So anyways, I went to go buy him a fucking book. And I made him read that shit. So he's like on chapter 2 or something. I don't know. But anyway, he's getting there slowly, because now I've noticed that when I turn the TV off, when we're like, everybody turn everything off. I want this shit off. Everything off. Clean up the toys. Everybody sit down. You either read a book or you just sit down and fucking relax or draw. And so... because I have 4 kids, you know, sometimes I get fucking tired of it and I go crazy and I don't want my kids being the way they are. And I'm like, just sit down. Everything's done. Let's just woosah, okay? And you guys are all going to fucking woosah with me. And if that means that you're going to sit down and be quiet and read a book or draw or just sit there and take a nap, then that's what the fuck you're going to do. So anyways, yeah, I'm like, everybody sit down. Everybody's trying to... My son went over there and snatched this book up and just started reading. I didn't even ask him to. Which, you know, made me proud as a parent, because I was like, okay, he's starting to get it. What he was doing was, he was being good and, you know, listening and making it seem like he was following my rules. But at nighttime, when mommy was asleep, the teenager did a creep, okay? So he was creeping around in the middle of the night, getting on Snapchat and I don't know what else. I caught him on Snapchat and... I was like, and he like, he was like, I hate you. I don't want to live here. Ah, I was like, oh my God. Because of your Snapchat? Because of Snapchat. You want to run away and you fucking hate me and you never want to see me again. You don't want to live in this house. You'd rather go live in a fucking group home or fucking live on the street. Oh my God. I'm like, Snapchat. Fuck you, makers of Snapchat. Fuck you, internet people. I hate you guys. You guys are fucking ruining our fucking youth. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the fucking rant. I don't know. I could keep going on forever. Moral of the rant is... supervise your fucking children. Do you see me? No, for real. Supervise your children. Like, be actively aware of what they're getting on, what social media sites they have. Go make a fake fucking social media. Pay a kid to let you log into their social media. Do what you have to do as a parent, but do it, you know, or get them the fuck off the phones. If your kid needs a phone for emergency situations, go get them a cheap ass fucking flip phone that fucking doesn't do internet and send them about their fucking way. And if you need to call them, they pick up. Verizon. Verizon has these kid phones. Oh yeah. That's what I'm about to get for my son. They have these kids phones. Well, when I used to work there, they had them. So they have these little phones where you can't do nothing with it. You could just dial like a few numbers. So they have 911 on there. And then you could program like 4 other numbers on it. I'm about to get one of those for my son. He ain't gonna be calling nobody but mama, daddy, and auntie, and maybe grandma. Anyways, yeah, so that's the end of my rant. Watch your kids, parents, because they on Snapchat going crazy.